Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon on this beautiful fall. Is it fall yet? I'm not for sure if it's fall, but it feels nice outside. It is a sunny day, and I'm so grateful to God for that because we could be in places where the weather isn't as nice. I am Portia Wheatley. I am the founder and the president of a nonprofit organization, Acknowledges Trophy of Life Incorporated, where we have the opportunity, the privilege, and the God assignment to render hope, encouragement, and inspiration to you, our audience, across the whole wide world. And I'm grateful to God to be used as his instrument in doing that on this platform, which we call Project 365, where again, hope, encouragement, and inspiration is our focus. Before we bring our guests to the platform on today, I would enjoy the fact and enjoy and appreciate you if you would go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Subscribe, you can like, you can share, you can tag, all of those things, because you become a part of our team to spread the message of hope, encouragement, and inspiration. Well, today I have the opportunity to share the platform with Miss Beverly Lucas. One of the things that she loved to do is cooking. Now, cooking and teaching, and don't tell me, cooking, teaching, and parenting. Those are her main three passions. Now, I guess you wonder, as I did, how does cooking slide in with parenting and teaching? But we shall find out. And one thing I do love is really good home prepared food, really. But every now and then you can go to a restaurant and find some good meals, and you are prone to go back and revisit those particular restaurants. Well, today I do find that my guest loves education, she loves parenting, and she loves cooking. So let's find out how these three intermingle, and let's learn a little bit from Lady Beverly Lucas. Thank you, Beverly, for accepting our invitation to come and share the platform on Project 365. You have the platform.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me for this 300 episode. I'm so grateful and I'm so honored that you thought enough of me and my story to invite me to be a part of your show. I would like to start off by telling you a little story. I'm going to tell you about the cooking, but I want to tell you a little story. I have a book right here that you probably heard of. It's called The Little Engine That Could. Now, I read this book when I was a little girl, and ever since then, I always compared myself to the little engine that could. And as I got older and I kept rereading the book, there were a lot of lessons that I learned from the book that got me to my cookbook today. So let me tell you the story about the little engine that could. Most people just know of the ending, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. But what was really going on in this story is that there was a little train, and she was a sheep, and she was trying to take some toys and goods to children, but had to go over a mountain. And she could not get over the mountain. And because she could not get over the mountain, she said to herself and the toys, because the toys have little personalities, let's find someone to carry us over the mountown. So the first engine that they see is a shiny engine, and they ask the shiny engine to take them over the mountain. The shiny engine said, I'm a shiny engine. I am not taking you over the mountain. I will not, I will not. The next engine was a big engine. So that engine came and they said, big engine, will you take us over the mountain? The big engine says, I carry machines. I carry printing presses. I cannot take you over the mountain. So the toys get sad, the little engine gets sad, and then here comes a rusty old engine. They asked the same thing. That rusty engine said, I'm too old, I'm tired, I can't take you over the mountain. So they get really sad and they begin to cry. And then here comes another little engine. And they asked that little engine to take them over the mountain. That little engine said, I've never been over the mountain before. I've never carried anything over a mountain before, but I think I can. So they hooked up the two engines to get over the hill. As they were going, chugging up the hill, the toys were cheering the engine on, the toys. The engine was saying, I think I can. The toys were saying, we know you can. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Listen to that lesson. The toys on the engine was cheering the engine on and coaching the engine that the engine could get over the mountain. Well, indeed, the engine gets over the mountain. The toys are happy. The children are happy. And then the engine goes away and said, I thought I could. I thought I could. So what are the lessons that I've learned that brought me to my cookbook with the little engine that could? Lesson number 1. I'm sorry. I was on a roll. I get to my notes. I want to make sure I say what I have written down. So regardless of your stature, regardless of your notability, regardless of your size, somebody needs you to carry them over the hill. Somebody needs you. It's about you, but it's really not about you. Number 2, there will always be someone who is shinier, who is faster, who is smarter, who is prettier, but nobody can do the assignment that God has assigned to you. So it doesn't matter about other people. In comparison to yourself, to others, is just, I say it's futile. Just don't do it. Number 3, always be ready. That little engine was just going around just being a little engine. The engine didn't have to get ready. The engine was already ready. So whatever you are trying to do, don't wait until the opportunity comes to do it. Be ready to do it now. Number 4 is my favorite. Make sure you have people in your cargo that will help you out, that will cheer you on. You have to have a tribe. You have to have people in your life that you can go to so that they can help you to navigate what it is that you are trying to do. For me, I have mentors in different areas of my life. So it doesn't have to be just one person. I have mentors that are not in education, that don't cook, and that don't have any children. You know what I'm all about, but they can still help me to navigate so that I am able to carry someone over the hill. The 5th lesson, the mountain may be steep, and it may take you some time to get over the mountain. The territory may be unfamiliar to you. Do it anyway. Do what it is that you love to do. Fulfill your assignment when given an opportunity. The last thing I want to say about the little engine that could, that has to do with you that are listening to this, is all I want to say is, if you think you can, yes, you can. So let me give you some scriptures that back up the story of the little engine. The first one is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Psalms 139:14. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. His work is marvelous. When he designed you, he looked at you and he said, you are marvelous. Proverbs 19:21 says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails, because it is God that gives us the will and to do of his good pleasure. And although we have our plans, his will is going to be fulfilled. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not get weary, and they will walk and not faint. Wait on the Lord. These are the scriptures that go along with that. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying that whatever it is that you love to do, just don't be afraid to do it. Be like that little engine. It may be unfamiliar to you. It may be something that you've never done before, but it is something that is in your heart. You can do it. So you want to write that book? Yes, you can. You want to start that business? Yes, you can. You want to sign that contract? You can do it. You want to go back to school, whether it's vocational school, whether it's higher education, whether you need to get your GED, you can do it. It's a ministry that you want to begin. Maybe it's a ministry that nobody ever heard of, but God has placed it in your heart, such as Project 365. You don't never heard of that, but you took the time and you did it. So yes, whatever it is that's in your heart, You can do it. So now let me tell you, let me share my heart with you. During the pandemic, you know, we had a lot of time. We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do anything. I am a cook. I've always been a cook. I mean, I've always cooked. But during the pandemic specifically, I started taking pictures of my food. As I started taking pictures of my food and posting my pictures, people started asking me for recipes. So I would write down recipes and I'm messaging people just with this and that and this and that, a little bit of this, a dash of that. And I just took note of that. And so when my granddaughter would come over, she and I would cook together. Like whenever she came over, there was a cooking lesson. She loved to follow the recipes. And I thought that was good for her to learn how to help with her reading skills and how to follow directions and see and to be able to create something. So that's where the love of cooking comes in. Because of the requests that I was getting for the food and the recipes, I literally went to sleep one night and the Lord said to me, you're going to take all those recipes. We're going to write a book. And the beautiful thing about it is, for me, when I announced that I was going to write the book, I took my friends and my family in Facebook through the whole process. So they were with me from the thought to the completion. So when I received my books for the first time, I opened the books up online and I just cried because it was a dream that I had that came to pass, and people watched me make that dream come true. So you can have a dream, but if you don't do the work, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Nobody was going to write a book for me. So I had to research the publisher. The beautiful thing about the book, and here's my beautiful book, is that in the inside, let me see if I can just show you a picture. The food.
Oh,
isn't that beautiful?
good.
So all the pictures look like that. And the funny thing about it is I took all the pictures. So I took every picture, and I had someone who was beginning a graphic design business. I was her first client. Now, I was learning something new. She was learning something new. I was glad that she was working with me. She was glad that I was working with her, and it worked out for us. So in the credits, she has credit in my book for being my graphic designer. So what am I saying? Again, it's about you, but it's not all about you. So what am I doing with this book? What does this have to do with higher education? So glad you asked. The profit from this book is going to go towards a foundation. I have not set it up yet, but I'm working on it. And it's going to be for young girls that will go to historically Black colleges and universities, first generation college students for the year of 2029. So I have years in order to raise the fund. And you might say, why 2029? It's 2029 because my granddaughter now is 10 years old. And that's the year that she will graduate from high school. And at first I was doing the foundation just for her. I wasn't even doing a foundation. I was going to do it just for her. And then in my spirit, I just knew that it just wasn't for her. It was bigger than that. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. Hopefully by 2022, I'll have that established. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to give to others, and I want to make an impact on other people's lives. I have a wonderful life. I do wonderful, wonderful things. But in the end, if I can't say what I've done to impact another person, to me, that's all for naught. So that's how all that connects together. And as far as the parenting is concerned, my children can tell you, like even when they were little, I mean, we were old fashioned. We sat at the kitchen table at dinner time and we all ate together. We all talked together. As you know, there were no cell phones or anything like that. Right. So I miss those days. And so they were my first taste testers. So all this is no surprise to them. They're just like, Ma, of course, you're going to write a cookbook. Of course, Ma, you're going to write a cookbook. But it's their love for my food still to this day, and they're all grown. But they put in their requests when they come home of what it is that they want. So I just tie all that in together, and it makes up for what my purposes for this time in my life. Purpose changes, I believe. Purpose evolves. I think purpose has seasons for people to do different things as you learn and as you grow. Because when I was just teaching, then that was the purpose. That's all I wanted to do, was be in the classroom every single day. And that's what I did. And that was the season for me to do that. And now being an administrator, I don't get to teach as much as I want, but now I have another new passion and another purpose. So I look at it kind of like a kaleidoscope. If you know a kaleidoscope, it's made up of little pieces of glass, and how you turn the tunnel on the kaleidoscope is what you see, but it's still just one piece. So it's still just one Beverly, but I have all these little pieces, but it's still me. And as it turns, the Lord gives me different assignments. And I realize when it's my season for certain things, sometimes somebody has to tell me. And that's something else I would like to tell people is, sometimes people see in you what you cannot see for yourself. And it's very important to listen to the voice of other people that mean something to you, because they only want the best for you. So, and sometimes we could be so close in what we're doing. Like when people get my food and they say how good it is, I'm like, well, I knew it was good, but they just rave about it. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I do have a knack for that. So, I've had ladies over giving cooking lessons and things like that. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey with the cookbook.
I love that. I love that. And it's to the point of you did it anyway. Why not make a profit from it and leave a legacy for other generations? So I ask the audience, what's in your hands? What do you already do? What is your passion? Turn it around and make it good for the betterment of the world, as well as your family, ministry, the community, the universe. Just do whatever that dream is that you've been holding on to for years. I encourage you to release it. This is the time. This is the time for you to go ahead and do what you've not done before. Try something new. And then if you're so afraid or don't, now we can't let fear stop us. Fear will paralyze you. But when you are released to do it, connect with someone who may have already done it, and they can walk you through. They can, just like she needed the photographs. Well, she took the photographs, but she had a graphics person. Teamwork. I tell you, you cannot mess up with teamwork.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, and people will help you. For me, I was doing my mailing, and I had so many orders, and I didn't know about that I could get the stamps online. Like I didn't even know I could print out my own labels. And then one of my mentors, Nicole Mason, who you had on Monday, she said to me, she was like, no, you need to go to this website. You need to set this up. And once I did that, I was like, oh, but she said to me, you should have asked somebody. But sometimes we don't know the questions to ask either. Yeah. So I tell people, when you see someone doing something, don't be afraid to offer them advice or say, did you think about this? Because when you don't know what to ask. But it's okay to ask for help.
Right. It definitely is. So what are some of the mindset, as far as I know, if you're going to connect with someone who's looking to do great things? One, I do know you have to be a person of integrity. So can you share a couple of other characteristics that, would apply?
Yes. You do. You have to be a person of integrity. You have to be honest, because people will help you when they believe you, and know your spirit. And sometimes I don't think people see me. I think they see the spirit in me. And that's what I've been told many times. And I'm great with that, because my heart is pure in what it is that I'm trying to do. You have to love people. You really have to love people. Especially if you're trying to start a business or you're trying to start a ministry, you got to have a smile on your face. You have to be a kind person. You have to know how to communicate with people. Communication is very important, whether you are speaking or whether you are writing. Those are two skills that you really, really need to have. You need to have a network. So don't be afraid to network, and having a tribe is different from networking. Having a tribe is that you have mentors and people in your life to coach you. Networking is tapping into different resources so that everybody can take advantage of what everybody else has to offer. So put yourself in circles, be around people who are doing what it is that you want to do or beyond what you want to do.
That is amazing. Now, one of the things I find as well, if you're starting out, and you said find those individuals, it is good that you do find them because you can't do everything. If you're not, you have the idea, you have the thoughts and all of that, of course, take it out of your head, put it on paper. And then if you're not good with, let's see, typing or administrative work, get someone who is. Of course, everyone isn't a lawyer. Everyone isn't good with organizing. So, whatever your weakness is, find someone who has a strength in it, who is integral, who has a business mindset. And I can imagine, especially with your book, what was the name of it again?
For the Love of Cooking.
For the Love of Cooking. Now, before I go any further, Project 365, please go to the website. Is it on Amazon as well?
No, it's not on Amazon,
Okay.
but it's on my website for the
Okay.
loveofcooking.biz.
Okay, I know I'm getting my copy. I'm getting my copy. That's a given. But Project 365, our audience, if you can, let's do this. Let's support. That is another thing. Definitely support. You cannot go through this world thinking it's all about me, myself, and I.
Exactly.
You put support out there, people will support you.
Exactly.
This never ceases to amaze me, where people will want you to come, and you never go.
Exactly.
It works both the ways.
Exactly.
It works.
And you know what? And
both.
through the pandemic, I purchased a lot of things from people on Facebook once they said it was for, and then I would open it up on Facebook, and to show that we do have to support each other. And those very people, they're the same people that support me. And I mean, if you have a product, that product is good, whether it's a book, whether it's a pearls, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's a good product, I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to support you. And we need to support in our own community. We need to do that. We can't keep looking outside of that. We have the money, we have the power to help businesses.
The word that you said, if it's a good product. Now, don't think you're going to get a lot of support if it's not a good product. I'm just saying, really. And even if you put it out and it comes back with some negative feedback, check it out. It's constructive criticism. Check it out first and then go back and revamp it, revise it, and whatever, then put it out again. And even with the statement, I find that this has whatever, and we are bettering, causing it to be a better product.
Yes, listen to what people have to say, because criticism, constructive criticism is very good, and you may have to do some tweaking, and you have to know yourself. You have to be teachable also. You have to be teachable.
Yes. Let me see. Oh, that question just slipped through my mind. Oh, okay. I know what it was. Why are you so passionate about the elderly? I saw in your write-up that you're passionate about youth and the elderly.
I'm passionate about the elderly. I learned it from Bishop Owens, actually, because he always had a heart for the elderly, or the seniors, as he calls them. And I've always just had a special affection. But when I was working at the church, we had a program for the seniors, and they came to the church 2 days a week, and we did different field trips. And they just took my heart, because I realized that there was so much to learn from them. I realized that they had so much to offer. And I realized that not only did we need them, but they need us, especially when you get to that age, and your grandchildren, for some of them, grandchildren don't come and see them, and it means so much. So what a small gesture means to us as our generation is different from what that small gesture means to the next generation. So I really do have that type of passion.
Great. Just before we close, I want you to one more time to reiterate where the proceeds for your cookbook are going.
Yep, so the proceeds or the profit from the cookbook is going towards a foundation for first-generation college students, females that will graduate in the year of 2029 and attending a historically Black college or university.
Great, great. And your contact information?
My contact information on Facebook, it's Beverly Lucas. My website is fortheloveofcooking.biz.
All right. A Project 365, you got the information. Now let's see what you're going to do with it, okay? Now, you know, I used to enjoy cooking. I don't enjoy it as much now, but when I get a cookbook, I got to try some of those recipes out. Definitely will do that. And I wonder, now, if you're vaccinated, you can come over and eat with me. If you're not vaccinated, I'm telling you straight up, don't come. Okay. I love you though, but I'm gonna love you over there. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you over there. But thank you, Beverly. I so appreciate you taking time out of your schedule, and definitely now last but not least, you just came back from where?
I just came back from Egypt. Wow. I know it was a life-changing experience. My perspective on so many things in life has changed, and I am definitely the better for it. When you go over to a country like that and you see how people are living from day to day in a hustle, like we don't know anything about that hustle, 7 days a week. It just makes you just grateful when you see the rules and the regulations and the confinement of the people when it comes to what they can and what they cannot do. I love the United States of America. I do. I love it. But if you ever have the chance to travel internationally, if you really open up your mind and your heart, it will definitely impact the way that you think about your present circumstance.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing the platform as well. To our audience, thank you so very much for joining us on today on this platform, Acknowledges Project 365. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, comment, share, like, tag, whatever you need to do, because you have become a part of our team. Again, thank you, Beverly. I so appreciate it. We shall see you soon. God bless and have a great day.